Hey girlies, it's Augusta. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this Sabrina Carpenter inspired makeup look tutorial. Make sure to start up with a moisturized and primed face. My next upload is going to be an in-depth skin prep routine, but I've applied primer already. This step is optional, but it makes doing your eye makeup 10 times easier. I like to get some masking tape. If you know me, you know I do this step all the time because it gives you such professional results. All you have to do is apply a small inch-long piece of tape on the corner of each eye while you do the eye makeup, making sure that at the same angle start off with your eyeshadow. Going in with a nude brown shade, just slightly darker than your skin tone. As a guideline, you can use a shade similar to the shade that you use for a bronzer, or even use your bronzer itself if you don't have many eyeshadow colors. Using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, blending this in to the crease of my eye and then smudging the excess all over the lid. Next, go in with a slightly darker, more bronze deep shade and apply this towards the outer edge of the eye, blending this into the crease and the shade that we already applied so it's nice and seamless. The next matte shade is going to be this light pink shade. If you don't have a pale pink, you can just use a neutral or brighter white shade that's matte and sweep this all over the lid so it looks more brighter towards the center of the eye, and this will accentuate the eyes and make them look bigger, just like Sabrina Carpenter. Now for the shimmery shades, you're going to want to take a white pink shimmer. I've mixed these two shades together from my Clio Cosmetics pink eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the other side of the eyeshadow brush because it's more precise. This way I can get a more pigmented shimmer all over the lid of the eye. Blend this across the lid and then down into the inner corner. The shimmer has both pink and gold undertones, so I'm taking this white gold on top of the pink shimmery shade from my Naked X Robin Eisenberg palette. Using the same brush so everything is nice and blended together, but this is just going to warm up the shimmer a little bit. Sabrina is wearing a classic black winged eyeliner in this look like she usually does. This wing is more thin towards the edge and then thickens up at the very corner of the eye, brushing straight onto the middle of the eyelid and doesn't go right into the center. So I'm just dragging the liner down to the middle of the eyelid and not bringing it too close to the inner corner. By using the tape to draw this, it makes sure that both angles of the eyeliner are nice and even, and also gives such a professional result when we remove the tape. I've got a nice long wing on both eyes. You can use a brush with a dark color eyeshadow or a eyeliner pencil to fill in the top waterline before taking off the tape to reveal a super straight wing if you use the tape. Now we're starting on the base. Of course, Sabrina always looks super glowy and bronze, so I have to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow in shade 3. I can imagine this is almost the exact shade that she would use, but her base is always super flawless and a bit more full coverage, and that's why I'm mixing it together with my Max Factor Miracle Pure 2-in-1 serum foundation for a bit more coverage. I love this base combination. It's definitely my go-to at the moment, and you can take a damp beauty blender to blend out your foundation, whatever shade you chose. Make sure to blend all across your face as well as down onto the neck so it's nice and seamless looking. And voila, I have my favorite glowy base combination done. Starting off with liquid contour, I'm gonna use the classic Rare Beauty liquid contour. It's a new product that I'm so obsessed with, and I only need a few dots to make a big effect. Apply the contour along the forehead, jawline, cheekbones, and just above the tip of the nose to create a butter nose effect that Sabrina has. Her nose is also very slim, so you can create a square U shape to make your nose look super chiseled. We're going to use the concealer to sculpt our face even more in combination with the contour by applying a line under the eye and another line just below the eyeliner up in a line to make it look super chiseled and really accentuate the winged eyeliner that we've done. The NARS Pot Concealer is perfect and blends so seamlessly, looking very skin-like but still gives you a really nice coverage level. You can also apply on any blemishes that you may have. I love to use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush to blend this out because I can use the small end to apply the concealer and the larger end to blend out my liquid contour and liquid blush. Always blend in an upwards and outwards motion so that the contour has more of a snatching effect rather than dragging down the face. I usually prefer to blend in my concealer using a beauty blender because I find it blends more seamlessly into the base and you don't risk streaking too much. This look is definitely focused on a blush center, so I'm going in with 2 different shades of powder blush. First, this is the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Flush Blush. It's the perfect glowy red blush shade and it's going to give you such a nice natural flush, but it also has pink undertones, so it will complement the eyeshadow slightly. Sweeping this all over the cheeks in broader strokes. Then I'm going in with the Benefit Shelly blush. This is more of a peachy bright shade, so I'm focusing it more on the apples and upper cheekbone. This is going to give a sort of blush gradient, but they also blend really nice and seamlessly together, especially since I'm using the same brush for the both shades. You can sweep the excess up onto the temples and this will create a nice seamless look throughout the face. The blushes also have natural shimmer, so I don't need to go in with too much highlighter. That's why I'm just using an eyeshadow brush, the same one I use for the shimmery shades on the eyeshadow, and the MUA shimmer highlighter in the rose gold shade, just going over the inner corners of the eyes to really accentuate them. Since Sabrina has a lot of glitz on the eyes, you just want to put as much shimmer as you can basically, and then evening it out on the cupid's bow, apples of the cheekbones, and bridge and tip of the nose. This is going to really help emphasize the contour. Since the blush is the main focus of the look, I'm only going to apply a really small amount of bronzer, going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer and Real Techniques brush 400. Since Sabrina has bangs, I'm just going to really focus this on my forehead to make sure that my forehead looks nice and bronzy, since we can't necessarily see hers in this look. Then taking a smaller, more precise brush to smudge the bronzer just underneath the eye so that it nicely mirrors the neutral brown shades that we put in the upper crease of the eye. This will give your eye some more depth and make the liner look more seamless. Sabrina's eyebrows are filled in a little bit, so they're defined but still natural looking, so I'm going in with my Maybelline Express Brow Crayon in shade light brown and lightly underlining the center of the brow, then using sweeping brush motions to fill in any sparse areas so that they look like hairs. Doing the same on both eyes and just really focusing on the center and then lightening my touch as I go towards the end of the eyebrow. To make sure the product is all evenly distributed and looks more natural, I'm going in with a spoolie to brush them through, and you can do this if you filled in your eyebrows. Regardless of if you chose to fill in your brows or not, you're going to want to go in with a brow gel, either a tinted one if your brows are lighter or just a clear one that I'm using, the NYX Brow Glue. I love this brow gel because it really holds them in place all day, and I'm just brushing them up and out for a natural bushy brow look just like Sabrina's. If your brows stick up slightly like mine, you can take a flat eyeshadow brush to flatten them down a little bit so they're not too spiky. Sabrina's eyelashes are not the main focus, but we do want to give that nice natural lashy look to complement the eyeliner, so I'm going to go in and curl them quite a lot using my Tweezerman eyelash curler. Then before mascara, I like to apply loose translucent setting powder using the classic Laura Mercier. This is not only going to help set the makeup and keep it on for much longer, but it's also going to enhance the contour and make the face look more defined. Applying it alongside the nose will make the nose look slimmer, and then you can apply a line by either side of the cheek to make the cheeks look more chiseled. You can use any powder puff, and I just just bought a set of a lot from Amazon. They're super handy and you can pop them in your purse for touch-ups on the go. Next up, take a super wispy lengthening mascara. My classic go-to is the Eyelash mascara. I'm not going in for any false lashes since I don't think she's wearing any, but if you really wanted to, you could definitely opt in for a half corner lash. In order to make the most out of your lashes, you can coat both sides of the eyelash with the mascara as I'm doing, and then once you're done, brush away the excess powder with a big fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques brush 302. If you want your lipstick to stay on for as long as possible, a hack is to quickly and lightly powder the lips before applying lip liner. Her lips in this look are more of a darker reddy pink nude, so I think this mauve lipstick from Makeup by Mario is perfect. She overlines her lips a little so they look nice and pouty, and I like to line the sides just as they are, focusing on filling in little corners at the sides on my natural lip line, and then overlining in the center over the Cupid's bow, and this is going to make your lips look nice and pouty and the overlining look more natural. Ever since I started using this lip lining technique, I've never gone back. She has a lighter shade in the center of the lips, so I'm going in with the MAC Cosmetics Cream Sheen Lipstick in shade Cream Cup. It's such a classic shade that you can wear every day, and it's the perfect girly pink as Sabrina loves to support. Of course, I've got to top it off with a super sparkly gloss, and there's nothing better than the Gloss Me Up lip glosses. Collection Cosmetics just has the best lip glosses, and this one with shimmer is so sparkly and fun, and it's just so Sabrina. Of course, you've got to set and forget, so I'm using the Rimmel London Multitasker Setting Spray to make sure that my makeup lasts for as long as possible after all that effort fanning it dry, of course. But there you have the full Sabrina Carpenter inspired makeup look tutorial. This is just one look in my whole series of makeup recreations, so definitely check them out. Don't forget to like this video, comment and subscribe if you're not already. Let me know who you want me to recreate next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.